So as I was saying in part two, I have a very crazy tachycardia, so very high heart rate. Another part of me being on the prednisone, the steroid, is also kind of straightening out my blood pressure problems. I have low blood pressure. Back in 2009, in March, I had heart surgery. It was minor. I had a SVT ablation, and what they do is they take a tiny little, kind of like, it looks like a little cigarette lighter burner, and they put it up into the vein in your leg, and they lace it up into your heart. And I had a kind of a rogue electrical charge that would set off my heart, and it would get beating really high, up to like 300 beats a minute. My blood pressure would drop, and I get all sweaty and nauseous, and sometimes I would just pass out. And so they burnt that spot, and then about 6 months later, this happened. And I've talked to all the doctors, and no one thinks that this could be part of it, but it could have just been the straw, that broke the camel's back. It could have just been the one thing that decided, my body just thought, that's it, I can't do any more of this stuff, it's over, and now it's time to just so anyhow, so it's stable on my blood pressure. My blood pressure's been awesome since I've been on prednisone. So they think that is great, that I haven't had any of those problems. But I did try a beta blocker for about a month prior to being put on the Tobamax. And I was doing really good with the weight loss problem I was having. And about 2 weeks, I had lost probably like 15 pounds. I got down to about 150. And I just had decided, I was working out, I was trying really hard, and it seemed like the more that I'd worked out, just the more swollen I had gotten. And I had gotten up to about 170. And so I thought, I'm just going to take some time off. This working out crap's not really helping. And within like 2 weeks, I'd lost that weight, and I was excited because I was going to see my doctor soon. I thought she was going to be really proud of me, and because I had really tried really hard before the 2 weeks of not. And then I went and I got put on Vistolic. It's this lovely beta blocker. And it was hard. Like the first day before I took it, my heart rate was 116, and then about a half hour after it was 96, and about midday my heart rate was 86, which was great. But that month was awful. So I had a really bad attack of just really bad low blood pressure, and just felt nauseous and sweaty, and like I was just like, my mom and dad were really pissed that I didn't go to the hospital, but that's okay. Anyway, besides the point, I'm getting off tangent here. Anyway, in a few weeks I'm going to try this again to see if that's something I should use or not. And I'm a little nervous about it, to be honest, because I felt like crap when I went on it last time. But I will do it. In September, when I see my rheumatologist, she wants me to go on some Volta. She thinks maybe that will finally get me off morphine, which I hope, because by then it will be about almost 3 years on morphine, and I don't know what that long on morphine does to your brain. A lot of these medications, they just do stuff to your brain chemistry, and I'm a little nervous about it, and also I have a lot of medication. I just keep putting on instead of taking off. And I get nervous, like, what if there's just one too many and I don't wake up? Just some days I do think of that. Or, like when we go out, I don't really drink, or anything like that, because I just don't, I'm just afraid that what if I, have a drink, and then, then people would, my mom would be like, well, what a dumbass, why did you have a drink? You're on all this medication. So, but that's the medication I'm taking, and that's just to get me, as my doctor says, to the line of livability. This is, not. This is right at livable, and this is anything above. And, on my medication, I'm about here to here. Today is about here. Today's okay day. Actually got out of the house, and as you can see, makeup on, which is like 5 minutes, you know, and like actually went grocery shopping, so, you know, was out for a little bit, you know, but over the weekend, under here a little bit. So I would love to, you know, find some medication that would, you know, bring me up above that level. I would love to have a job. I would love to be able to go out and go out with friends and not have to, you know, go home early or go out on the town with the girls and not have to bring my walker, because that's hot. So, but that's the medication I take every single day to make sure that I can get up, make, you know, food for my daughter, play with her, sometimes just barely like make it till my mom and dad come pick her up at 2:30, like just barely to where we can sit in bed and play computer games or color, and barely to like, oh my god, when are they gonna get here? And then, you know, when they get here, thank god, you know. Or there's some days like today where we can get out and play. So, you know, if you have any other suggestions of medications, you know, that is good for you, working for you, any other supplements that you think might be awesome, just let me know. So I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know, as always. And I hope this finds you happy and healthy. And, you know, today the sun is shining, so hopefully it is where you are. And have a great rest of your day. Bye.